public input. Going twice, gone. Unfinished business. As you all know, we are without a township assessor as of the 20th of November, so we are working on a RFP for that position where it will be put out across the entire state of Michigan. Keegan, who runs the Bay Colony Equalization Department, we're going to be putting that RFP together, and he's going to broadcast it out there so that people can shop our district, and hopefully we get the best candidates for that. Is there anything, Lori, you'd like to add to
The assessor?
the assessment?
Obviously, tax bills were put out. They were sent out prior to me taking office. I've had a lot of people calling with questions. There's a lot I can't do without an assessor. So just be aware of that. I mean, I can try to answer your questions, but there are several moves that the assessor has to make that I cannot, that have to go through that assessor. So just keep that in mind when you call with questions. I'll give you the best answer I can, but I'm not going to be able to fix a lot of the stuff that people are calling about. And also keep in mind that the assessor works a year ahead of the taxes. So even if the fix gets put in, sometimes it's put in next year, and it's not going to affect this year anyway. You'll actually see it next year, so just be patient.
So with what Lori just said, there's a little addition I'd like to put on what's really significant about this is the assessor quit on the 20th. When I say quit on the 20th, we have a board of review tomorrow. We had 2 members of the board of review also resign. With that said, what this assessor does is represents her work at the board of review. So she quit conveniently enough to where she won't return emails or my phone calls, which I called the MTA and they said, well, tell her you'll pay her for it. Well, I've reached out to this assessor. But as the morning brought light to this subject, I had a call from a title company. And this is why I want to bring this to the public's attention. There's a property in this township that 2 property owners shared interest in, and there was an illegal split done. So this was done in 2015 by that assessor with no deeds. No deeds. This title company was very blown away when I went into the assessor's office and looked these up. So, is there a reason that room's vacant? Yeah, but I want you all to be proud that the people that are gone are making it really easy for us to take the trash out. And I truly mean that. So, as much as some people might feel it's sad that this is happening, we have stresses here, but Reverend Campbell, Steve, everybody picks up around here where somebody is missing. So, it's truly a lot of work. We take it home with us. We take it home with us. It's hopefully someday going to change. But yes.
How much pillow talk in your house is about this township? I know our houses have it, and I have a feeling so does yours.
So
my wife says, you walk out of the building, please lock it inside the door.
So with the new business, I'm gonna that's what everybody has to know on the assessor's position.
I got a question about that. Old business.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, right
Yeah, a little hard to read.
Okay. Yes, there was a survey done by Apex today on Maple Street, up in Linwood, in the village of Linwood. I did have a phone call from a concerned citizen because they have worked on that section. Their kids play in that section, but that is a road that the township does have ownership of. Apex did go out there and survey it. Sokoliak is going to be working that road. There was a question by this resident as if to who's going to snowplow this. It's the road commission. We pay them for this service. So there might be a little communication in the future with that, but Charlie was up there today and yesterday, I believe, and how's this?
Out
This
there in the rain
project's
today.
moving forward, so,
But it's done, and it's surveyed, and the stakes are all there.
Mm.
And I can see where concerns were, but, you know, it's, the roadway will run along the swale. That's a big deal. It's not gonna run closer to the parcels on the north, it will run close to the swale, which makes all the sense. Why would you be a distance from the drainage? And why would you allow a hump by your drainage? And Apex and I discussed it, so, nobody, he says, I don't understand how there could be that other than people have been pushing snow and gravel goes toward the swale and creates that hump that's there. He says, it doesn't make no sense, but we did this, it's nice, and we can go forward.
so the concern the citizen had, you know, today is there a speed limit thing? There's a speed limit on every road in Calhoun Township. Please note that, and they will be enforced, especially when you have children in the area. Any concerned citizen that has this happen, please take a plate number, call us. We will make sure that safety is first. This is not getting done to make some speedway up in the village. It's made to make things more convenient for the residents. So, I'm glad you got that in, Reverend Campo. So, new business, accept resignations. I believe the resignations that we have to accept are 2 from the planning commission.
2 for sure, yeah.
Okay.
2 in the tenant, I would say on the 3rd, because they had to report to the chair. He knew the chair was gone, so he reported to the co-chair, and the co-chair is who reported to me. Those are people that are not on the board no more.
So chances are it'll be 3.
So it came, I would write it that the co-chair reported that Mr. Sinek, Mr. Rokas, and Mr. Root are no longer on the planning commission. That's how I would write that, for safety's sake, because of what's pending.
Did Ruth turn in a written resignation
No, he said.
Not that I know of, other than
He said
email
that.
you,
to you?
I didn't email you, yeah.
I never received the email.
so.
I didn't get a chance to call him
Okay.
today.
It was a crazy day.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we do have one on Thursday, but we technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So we do have,
how are we gonna do the public hearing? Did we have?
no, hold on.
Yep.
We got the
So-
next thing.
gonna make a motion to accept resignations of planning commission members.
I will second.
So it's Ruth,
Okay, Brad. Do we have to do roll call on that?
Roll call vote to accept.
Wayland,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Shano,
Yes,
Eddie,
Yes.
Cruz, yes.
So next we have planning commission appointments. I'm gonna make a motion that, I'm gonna make a motion to hire Daniel Wozni to the planning commission.
Can you spell that, please?
DANIEL WAZNY.
okay.
yeah, you too.
So you're appointing Daniel to the planning commission?
I'll second.
EY or not?
Right there, and
Wow.
why.
And why? Does anybody, that's already seconded, does anybody have any questions or want to have an introduction from Mr.
Daniel
Wilson?
wants me to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to write.
No,
That's not how we did it.
To
The
appoint
planning commission?
Yeah.
Mr. Wozni is here, if anybody wants to.
I met him.
You met him?
And,
Okay.
I know who we're
and
talking
Brad
about.
made a motion, and who seconded?
I did.
It's hard to write and talk.
No, I got you, we're all just,
Chew bubble gum and
yeah,
talk and walk.
We're patiently taking
You're doing fine,
All
Sharon.
good.
Why does this been over?
Been there, done
So
that.
roll call on that?
Roll call
Just have everything
on
thrown at you.
13B.
Groundhog Day.
Roll call
Try
vote.
doing it with Jeopardy.
Campbell,
Yes.
DeShano,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Cruz, yes. Wayland,
Yes.
Okay, the next one is to appoint Matt Woods to the planning commission.
I will second.
You get them all. You can have them, they're important.
right?
Still not.
This is still me.
She can't not.
Yep.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Do you still have that vendor thing here? Because we might need it.
See, now that's the
She
second
saw on
time
it.
she's starting to knock it down. Ryan, this is always the answer.
It is,
Right.
every time.
It's all these people bailing, because they can be done what getting their. From them.
We can do that.
You don't have it.
The only other thing we do is make some so we're ready for the next meeting. We're not assured that they're gonna turn anything in.
I've got 0 communications that I've put out from you people.
The manual are years behind.
I have gotten a hold of Spicer today, hopefully getting updated manuals for all. Because Lori's been asking for years on the manuals, and I'll tell you what, it's like phone rings through with Spicer, 'cause I had called them twice in the last week for this information, all the amendments that had happened. So we'll see what we can come up with tomorrow, they said. So I think I need to make a trip down there and sit. So is what needs to happen. So, but I appreciate that, Jeff, 'cause it does mean something.
Does anybody have any questions or want to meet with
George is here.
He is present as well.
Well, why don't we have both of those candidates just stand?
Okay, I think that's good.
Is there one more? There we go.
That's,
Thank you.
And
we have Matt Wood.
Thank you for plugging the hole in the ship.
Yeah.
You know what we can do?
Be a part of the solution, not the problem.
Absolutely.
Okay, roll call vote.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Yeah, I saw it.
I said, I think we have that.
15B.
It's a good mustache.
That's the plan.
Okay, DeShano,
Yes.
Is that what they do?
Eddie,
Yes.
Cruz, yes. Wayland
Yes.
and Campbell.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is the Board of Review appointments. We've had 2 people, as I stated, resign from there. And we have 1 member, Patty Wackerly, who is going to stay for tomorrow. But currently, just so you all know, we have 0 Board of Review appointments for tomorrow. But should that happen, I'm going to make a recommendation to appoint Jocelyn Jamrod to that position.
That sounds familiar. She was running for trustee or something. Jamrod. Yeah, give Lord.
Second that motion. And if there is, she's looking at me smiling this time.
Charlie.
Usually it's sort of angry.
That was the biggest
Yeah,
move.
you can't do it.
She's physically hurting you inside.
She would take my papers that I was comparing to her.
Joselyn.
How you spell it?
L-I-N,
Joslyn.
J-A-M-R-O-G.
Oh,
In
is it?
school board, she does big things for us.
Yeah.
To the Board of Review. Correct?
Yep.
And that's just to finish this term.
Yeah, if anybody is interested in the Board of Review, all appointments can start in January. It's completely wide open. Patty Wackerly has some stuff that she needs to take care of with her mother, so she came in
No.
today to let me know that she's not gonna be here for the next round, so if anybody has any interest in that, please come and let us know.
And just to clarify, Board of Review has to do with your tax assessments, how your property is actually assessed, the taxable value, all the work of the assessor. So if you have a problem with what happened on the fresh year that you'll get in the spring, right? If you have any questions, if you're not sure that it's being done right or want to understand it better, that's when you come in and ask those questions. That's step one to
It
have
does have to
exemptions.
do with veterans exemptions
Yeah.
and also
Poverty exemptions.
poverty
Poverty,
exemptions.
yeah.
And you coming in can make a difference.
Yes.
Mhm.
You coming in can front.
Never has before.
It's a new day.
sheriffs
It's a
in
new
town.
dawn.
It is possible, I'll say that.
Okay, are we going to do a roll call vote on
Yep.
C?
Roll call vote on Jocelyn Jamrod to the Board of Review.
Is she here?
Eddie,
Yes.
She is not.
Cruz, yes.
Um,
Whalen,
Yes.
maybe that will count.
Campbell,
Yes.
Oshino.
Yes.
Okay, D, FEMA and Eagle violations. Well, I kind of let that cat out of the bag in the communication section, but just want, everybody should be involved in this township. When you see something going on in a wetland or a floodplain, feel free to come into this office and voice your concerns. We don't need this number to go up, we need this number to go down. And we're not going after people, we're trying to guide them through it. Please understand that. This isn't that type
That
of
wasn't
group.
us, that was-
We're here to help people.
No.
We're not here to cause hell on people. So, and your voices do mean something to us when you walk through that door. I promise you, everybody who's been coming through that door compliments how much we care what they say. So, please understand, if anybody even wants to come through and look at these to see what they are, I'll let you look at the list. No problem, so that you can understand what some of these mean and what it takes to fix them too.
What is Eagle mean?
Eagle?
Environmental,
Yeah.
It's the old DEQ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
The old
DEQ
DEQ.
goes
DEQ, they
with
just
Eagle.
changed name to Eagle because it sounds cool to me.
Yeah,
And
I don't know that.
They administer the federal laws though, so in our state, other states, they have federal agencies. In our state, FEMA is controlled by our Eagle organization, which is the old MDEQ. So it is very hurtful to understand that we won a lottery we didn't want. And that's really what I talked to the representative about, but he could tell. He says, I can tell Mr. Eddie, you're into solving this problem. And the past people he worked with were not, he said. So we do care about that, and it's a top priority, I'll tell you that.
To add to that if I could. So there were communications that had come into this office some time back about this. This wasn't something that was openly talked about, and it was kind of found out in a kind of an interesting way, like last summer when there had already been knowledge about it. These are not violations that happened just in the last year or two. These are violations that date all the way back to, I think, 2005 was the earliest one I saw. So this is, these have been accumulating for a number of years. It's not like it just happened. And it didn't happen quickly. It's gonna take a while to fix it and to bring the right policies in to prevent it from continuing to happen or from happening again. I mean, as he said, we're not going after the people, for all intents and purposes. They probably
I'm
had
gonna
no
guide,
idea, right?
I'm gonna guide them on how to get out of this. Because here's the other thing, if these people correct their inactions, their flood insurance will go down on their houses. So please understand, there's an incentive for me to give them now to help them fix this problem. I mean, when I was explained that by Eagle, I asked enough questions where I'm like, how do I sell this to the violator? Hey, let's get this fixed so that you can, well, when they told me that they will